I'm Anil Kumar sharing with you an excellent question on limits which involves absolute function. We need to evaluate limit of this function as x approaches 0 from negative side means left side, right? And the function is 1 over x minus 1 over absolute x, right? So we have to find limit. Let me rewrite this. X approaching 0 from the left side for the function which is 1 over x minus 1 over absolute x. Now let's consider each part. This absolute x function, let me sketch this and then just show you what this function is. Okay, so we're just sketching the absolute x function, which is kind of like this, right? Which is kind of like this. It is kind of always positive, right? So you could always write absolute function as a piecewise function, right? So absolute function is actually equals to x if x is greater than or equal to 0, and it is minus of x when x is less than 0. Now in this expression, x is in the denominator, so definitely x is not equal to 0. So when we say that limit of the function when x is approaching 0 from the left side, the negative 0, we are approaching from this side. Is it okay? This is for absolute x only, right? So as you can see, from this given definition of absolute function, I could write this limit as limit x approaches 0 from the negative side. Then I could write this expression as 1 minus x minus. I could replace absolute x by minus x. Do you see that? Minus x. That is what I could do, right? Since x is less than 0, we are approaching from the left side. So this is the part of the piecewise function which I have utilized here. Do you see that? So I replaced this absolute x by this. So once I do that, I get limit x approaches 0 from the negative side. So that becomes 1 over x plus 1 over x, correct? And that could be written as limit x approaches 0 from the negative side of 2 over x. Now what is that? Now you're approaching 0 from the negative side, that means x is negative. Let me sketch this function now, right? Let me sketch this particular function now. So it will help us to answer this question. So we are saying this is like 2 over x, right? So 2 over x is like vertically stretched 1 over x function. Let me do it like this. Do you see this? So that is 2 over x function. Is it okay? Now, when you're approaching from the left side, where do you approach? So when you're moving from here, you see it is approaching negative infinity. So the answer is negative infinity. So limit of this function when you're approaching from the left side is negative infinity. Well, some of the students, when they think it is 2 over x, they sometimes write positive infinity, which is wrong. X is approaching from the negative side. It is a negative value, so it approaches negative infinity. So the answer for this question is negative infinity. Negative, or you can say does not exist, right? That is also okay, but sometimes we have to be very specific. It helps in sketching graphs also. Here it's the other way. We have taken the graph to understand the situation, but I hope either way you understand how to write the right answer for such a question. I'm Anil Kumar. If you like, you can put some likes here, share and subscribe my videos, and feel free to post questions. Thank you and all the best.